Hello everyone and welcome to the second video in the Learning Python series and the first video of section 1, printing in variables. To begin with, all we're going to do is going to teach you how to print strings for now, and later we'll develop with different data types. Printing is essential and it's used in almost every single program that you will see. Printing tells you what your code is currently doing, and it gives you an answer. Like if you're trying to find the value of something, it will tell you it, so you know if what you're doing is correct or not. And overall, it's a really good tool for debugging. So without further ado, let's open up our PyCharm and create a new project. Okay guys, so let's open up PyCharm. If you don't have it pinned to your taskbar, don't worry, just type in PyCharm and it will show up. So this is the project I used for my last video where I explained the run options, but let's create a new project again. So this project is probably going to be like, try and make it for like maybe each section. I'll tell you when to make a new project, but if you want to do it for the whole of this course, by all means. But the only difference is with every episode you're just going to have to create a new Python file, and if we're using multiple files then create a new folder, etc. So I'm just going to call it learning Python series. There we go, and create. Just gonna press automatically. Okay, there you go. So now that we have gotten everything running, we're just gonna full screen this, and how to create a new Python file. What you have to do is you have to go to like your project folder, your main one, and you right click and you go to new and then Python file, and you can name it whatever you want. So we're just gonna call this printing. So let's begin. There are 4 things I'm going to teach you this lesson one by one. I'm going to explain each one, give you some examples, and just before you do that, actually, I'm going to need you guys to change a setting. That will just be better overall. Okay guys, so the setting we will change. I have to explain it to you first. When I press run to print hello world, it shows me the text here, but with all of this, like where the file is located and the exit code, it just kind of blends in. It doesn't, like, if you're trying to find the print text, I mean, yes, it's there, but you know, like, it's hard to differentiate it sometimes. So what you're going to do is going to file, settings, and then I was already here. So you want to go to editor, and then you want to go to color scheme, and you want to scroll, oh, you don't want to scroll, it's right there. You want to go to console colors, and then you want to go to console, and then your system output would system output is like the file location. The standard output is hello world, and user input is what you write. So for user input, I'm gonna make it a blue color. You can make it whatever you want, guys. And for standard output, I'm gonna make it green color. So as you can see, hello world is now green. And yeah, so that was the setting I need to quickly change. But now let's get back into the video and start to teach how to print. All printing is in Python is a way to display some value to the output. So for this video and the next couple of videos, all we're going to talk about is strings. Now, a string is it's just a piece of text essentially. Strings are just a piece of text. It could be this, or it could be hello world, again, part 2. It could be anything. It just has to be encased in quotation marks. It could be these, like double quotation marks, or it could just be single ones. It doesn't matter. It just has to be the same. So let's start printing. All we're going to type in is print, and then open and close parentheses. So print and open close parentheses. This is what you have to type in every time. And then we're going to do our quotation marks. So you can do these 2, or you can do these 2. I prefer doing double. And I'm going to type in hello world. And then if you run this, as you can see, hello world is displayed as the output. I can type anything you want in here. Hello pizza John. I can't spell John will do. Like it said here. and printing is really nice. And you can also do it with single ones, it doesn't matter. As you can see, it'll be the same output. But the thing is, guys, you cannot do this. If you do this, as you can see, before I've even run my code, I've already been given like this red squiggly line, which means it's an error. And there's missing closing quote. All this means is that the start and end codes are not the same, and the PyCharm ID is looking for the other quote to close it off. So guys, if you mix codes and you decide to run your code anyway, as you can see, basically it's saying that your codes are different. So make sure you close them correctly. Another thing you need to know that I think would be useful is that so if you have your opening and closing codes, you can have the other pair of codes anywhere in here without an error. And as you can see, no error, and it just works. It's vice versa. So if I just do that, then I can just spam all of these in, then just like that. So now we're going to talk about printing in multiple lines. So printing in multiple lines basically allows you to do this. So if you want to print multiple lines, it's just type in 3 quotation marks. So if you do 2, and if you do it again, so you do 3 quotation marks, PyCharm will automatically give you this, and you can type in any new line. You could do hello world, how are you? And as you can see, it's 1 for each line. It also counts this line. But you can do 1 in each line. I can type anything I want for however long, you can do anything. That's multi-line, you just have to do 3 quotation marks, and each new line is treated as a new line. Oh, that's outside the string. But yeah, that's really it for multiple lines. They are useful sometimes. However, I do something else for that, which I'll explain in any later section when it comes up. And finally, this is going to be a topic that if you're completely new to programming, it may be hard to understand, but overall it's very simple. So we talk about how to combine strings, or also known as text. As you can see, it comes out as one nice piece of text, even though there's 2 different strings, because if I delete that, oh yeah, my bad. If I delete that, then it just says how to, but if I put it back in, so there you go. So that's that. In order to combine strings, you use the plus. So how to plus combine strings, it will just print out as one. And the thing you have to know about the plus is that if you want to make it look like a normal sentence with spaces in between, you have to add a space before or after the plus. So as you can see, I have a space after 2 and then the plus. If I remove the space, then it'll be how to combine strings where there will be no space in between. So that is something useful to know if you want to make them look English-like or whatever. But this will come useful when we have to write in variables, and then I'll tell you even better way to write variables and strings together. Another way, guys, you can combine strings, it's with the comma. So you don't need to have any spaces between these two, and it will just work as the same. So if you want to use the comma, feel free to use it. You can do as many as you want. Yes, indeed. You can even combine them, and it'll still look same. One thing to know about the plus is that when you have plus, so I have these 2, then basically what this is doing is that it has this string and it literally joins it to this string. So in the end, that will equal yes indeed, how are you. It's literally combining them together. It's not like you're doing one after the other, literally combining it together and printing out the result. So it's just adding strings, yeah. So guys, there you go. There's the code I guess you can have for this lesson if you want to just if you want to just copy it down, you have normal print statements, multi-line print statements, and you also have concatenation. There's your answer. I'm just gonna. Alright, guys, if you want to do an empty line, you just do print with nothing in it, and if you run that, there's an empty line now created between these two. That's also something useful to know. And you can add in the different quotation marks, mixing and matching, or whatever. You can add them in if you want, but yeah, without. That's all. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the first video. I hope you learned something. I hope you learned how to print, and especially you'd have to know everything. You'll come upon it like many times throughout your programming journey. So if you forget things, don't worry. It's all about practice. The more you do, the better you get. Anyways, guys, that's my daily checklist. I hope you have a great day. You program, and you're happy. Bye, guys. So I'm just going to go into Windows and type in PyCharm.